What's going on, guys? It's Jonathan. Welcome back to another episode of the Brogcast. I know it's been a very, very long time. I think it's been 6 or 8 months since the last episode. So yeah, it's been a while. The reason why I've been gone for so long is because I've been very busy with work and music stuff, and so I haven't really had the time or the energy to do an episode. But I'm back. And I'll be honest, these episodes aren't going to be very frequent. They're going to be kind of occasional just because I've got a lot of stuff going on. So the first thing I want to talk about are my mixing headphones, one I have on right now. The ones I have on right now, they are the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros. I love these. These are amazing headphones. My favorite part about these headphones are the ear cups. They are so comfortable. They're so velvety on my ears. And they definitely make those long mixing sessions a lot more comfortable. Before, I was using my Raycon headphones for everything, and the ear cups on those are decent, but they're nothing compared to these. They're just next level. Another thing I like about these headphones is, and I think pretty much all mixing headphones are like this, when you're doing the mix, when you're editing stuff, since these aren't enhanced, it's just pure sound coming through. You can really articulate the different details in the sound that you're mixing so you can get the mix right. With, let's say, my Raycon headphones, you can't really hear that type of stuff because they're enhanced. They've got bass boosted, they've got all these different things added to them, and so you really can't get every little fine detail right. And it's great because once you use these and when you can fix every little, detail, when everything's finished, and then you put, let's say, the Raycon headphones on, it's mind-blowing because you've got the perfect mix, and then you've got the bass and everything else added to it, and it really creates an amazing finished product. So, I mentioned in the start of the episode that I've been doing some music stuff. And of course, I've been doing drum covers. I've been doing that for a very long time. But now I have a band. And I might have mentioned it in the last episode, but maybe not, because the band formed, I think, after that last episode. So I probably didn't talk about it, but if I am repeating myself, I'm sorry. But I've got a band now. We've got my friend Ford on bass. We've got my friend Daniel on vocals and guitar. We've been writing a lot of music, a lot of originals. We've been doing some covers. We've had a couple gigs so far. We got together in May, and it's been so much fun. I love jamming with those guys, and they're my homies, So yeah, we recently had a gig at Ford's parents' estate, and oh man, it was such a fun gig. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We played an hour set. We had some originals in there. We had some covers in there. And our very last song was Folsom Prison Blues. And everyone was having a good time throughout the gig. Everyone was enjoying the music. But once Folsom Prison Blues came on, everyone just went crazy. And I think it's because it's such an iconic song. Everybody, regardless of the generation, they know the song, and it's a classic. And after that last song, the crowd wanted an encore, and so what we did was we did a surfer version of the first song that we did during the gig. It was "Man Who Sold the World" by David Bowie, and the surfer rock version actually started when we first got together as a band. We were just goofing off, and we do this every practice. There's always a lot of goofing off going on, where we just experiment with stuff either as a joke or just to have fun, And so when we first got together, that was one of the things that we did. It was after we played "Man Who Sold the World" for the first time. I think I started with like a surfer rock beat, sort of like "Wipeout," which I despise. I despise that song. That's a different video. But I started with like a surfer rock beat, and then Daniel joined in, and then Ford joined in, and we had a surfer rock version of "Man Who Sold the World." and we were just laughing the whole time we were playing it because it sounded so good, and but at the same time it was so fast and tricky to keep up with. And so for that encore, we played it, and it went good. I felt bad for Ford and Daniel because they hadn't played it in such a long time. We don't really practice that song. I think the last time that we played it was when we first got together, and so I felt bad. But we did it. We got it all together, and it was so fun. Because I have the gig on this channel. If you watch the second half and you see the ending there where we played the surfer rock version, you can see Ford like trying to keep up with the song, and it's just like, but he did amazing. He really kept it together, and so did Daniel, and I think I did a pretty decent job too. But it's such a fun song to play. But yeah, it was an amazing gig, and I can't wait for the next one. So the next thing I want to talk about is a very hot take. A very hot take and a very debated topic, especially during this time of the year. So there are the apple cider people, and there are the pumpkin spice people. I am on apple cider team all the way. I've never really been a pumpkin spice person. I've had a pumpkin spice latte. I think it was from Starbucks, and it was disgusting. And I was like, why do people like this? It was so earthy and bitter. I just didn't like it. And I mean, the only pumpkin spice thing that I kind of like is pumpkin pie. But even then, pumpkin pie is kind of on my least favorite desserts. You know, it's okay, I'll eat it, but I'm not really the biggest fan of it. But also on top of that, I really don't like apple pie either. I don't really like fruit pies in general, unless there's a generous amount of whipped cream and ice cream. Then yeah, I'll eat it. But I'm more of like a chocolate pie person or a coconut cream pie person. Just never been a fan of fruit pies. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. So apple cider or pumpkin spice latte. I'm on apple cider team, 100%, like I just said. And what I love about apple cider is you can have it cold or hot. And another thing I really love about it is if you get and I'm not talking about the apple cider in the powder. It's okay, but no. Real apple cider is the apple cider you get that's refrigerated, it's in a jug, and it's in the produce section of the store. And it's unfiltered. That is the stuff to buy. And I think if some of you who are pumpkin spice fans, you should try that out, because I think a lot of people who've had apple cider they either get the powder kind and they mix it with water and they drink that and think that's apple cider, or they go and get apple juice warm off the shelf, heat that up and think that's apple cider. No, you gotta have like the raw, unfiltered apple cider. It hits different. It's like orange juice with pulp or without pulp. There's a huge taste difference, at least for me. There's a huge taste difference. The apple cider, the unfiltered apple cider, has a completely different taste. It tastes more fresh, if that makes sense. It has a much more fresh taste. You don't taste like the chemicals in it, you know. It's all natural tasting, and it just hits different. So I'm on team apple cider all the way. So next thing I want to talk about is steak. This is another hot take, and this is another hot take that everyone gets like defensive on. Like I've noticed on the internet, it's the steak thing. So how people like their steak cooked? Some people like it rare, some people like it raw. Well, not some people. I don't know anybody who likes it raw, but there are people out there who like it raw. There are people who like it rare, medium, medium well, and well done. I will admit, for a long time since I was a kid, I would always do medium well. And that's because I was kind was kind of paranoid as a kid about the pink stuff in the steak. I forget what they call it. It's not blood. They've proven that it's not called blood. It's not blood. It's something else. But as a kid, I thought it was blood, and so something kind of psychological happened while I was eating it, where I thought that I was eating blood. And so for a long time, I wanted steak with no pink in it at all. And now I will say I am a medium rare steak person now. It's much juicier, it's much more flavorful, it's top tier. I love medium rare steak now. And what I like about medium rare steak is it's really easy to cook, because you fire the grill up, let it preheat, whatever, throw the steak on for 5 minutes, flip it, let it cook for another 5 minutes, and it's done. You know, it's not like well done steak where you're gonna sit there for 20 minutes waiting for it to cook all the way, and it just comes out dry and crunchy. I don't know why I even liked. I hate myself for liking well done steak. It's just sacrilegious to me now. So yeah, medium rare steak all the way. And also another thing I want to recommend, if you guys want a really good tasting steak, I recommend getting the McCormick Montreal steak seasoning. That stuff is amazing. Because before I started using that, I would put Johnny's seasoning, a garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, all this stuff on it. But the steak seasoning, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. Just rub some of that on your steak, and boom. And as long as you cook the steak right, it's chef's kiss, man. It's good stuff. That's kind of, I don't know, I've been really into making steak lately. I don't know what it is. Well, for one thing, steak is very healthy. But I've just been eating a lot of steak. And it's good protein too. So there's also that. But yeah, medium rare steak all the way. So next I want to talk about football season. You guys have probably seen, I'm sure there's a few videos on here on this channel. I have so many, it's hard to keep track. But I know for sure one video I'm wearing the Patriots jersey and the Patriots hat. And yeah, I'm a Patriots fan. And I'm getting a lot of shit from people because Patriots went from the number one team for like 20 years, and now they're just playing like dog shit. And so I'm starting to feel like how the Browns fans feel all the time, or how the Jaguars fans feel all the time. And yeah, I'll be honest, I'm just less excited, when I'm watching the games now, because like I just don't expect much anymore. Like I just know they're gonna get their asses handed to them, but I still watch them because I'm a loyal fan, and I hope that they do better. But it's just not as exciting now. I will admit that it's not as exciting, and yeah, it's I with Drake May and Jacoby Brissett, I hope that they can pull through this season. Last game, Patriots got their asses handed to them, as I expected. But they didn't win. They have won a couple games this season so far. I think Jacoby Brissett is a good quarterback. He's decent, but I think they should throw Drake May in there and see how he does. But I'm wondering because last time they threw Mac Jones into play, and homie didn't do very good. So I think their thought process is, no, let's not put the rookie in there right away. Let's get the veteran in there to play. But I don't know. I think they should experiment a little more with Drake May. I think he's got a lot of potential. He seems like a great quarterback. So yeah, I'm excited about this season. I'm hoping for some good stuff to happen. But like I said, it's not as fun anymore without Tom Brady and Gronk and and all those guys. It's different. And also we have a new head coach now. We have Gerard Mayo, who was a linebacker for the Patriots back in the day. He's the head coach now, and I think he's an excellent coach. He's an awesome coach. I think he's gonna go far with the Patriots. Um, but it's just not the same without Bill Belichick and Gronk and Tom Brady, and then you go back further to Randy Moss and like all those amazing players. It's definitely not the same, but I'm still a Pats fan through and through, and I wish them the best. All right, that does it for this episode of the Brogcast. I apologize, it was a little bit short, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.